Now, our next topic is infertility. A large number of couples all over the world they are infertile means they are unable to produce the children in spite of unprotected sexual cohabitation. What can be the reasons for infertility? The reason can be physical, congenital means genetic. There can be some disease, there can be some side effect of drugs. The reason can be immunological or psychological. In India, often the females are blamed for the couple being childless, but the problem lies with the male partner more often. There are special healthcare units called infertility centers which help in diagnosis and correct treatment of some of these disorders, and they enable the couples to have children. However, if such corrections are not possible, so there are certain special techniques associated with it, and these techniques are called ART, that is assisted reproductive technologies. There are some techniques they come under these assisted reproductive technologies, and these are: the first method is in vitro fertilization. In vitro fertilization is fertilization of male and female gamete outside the body of female, and it is then followed by embryo transfer. This method is also known as test tube baby program. In this method, ovum they are collected from either wife or the female donor, and the sperms they are also collected from husband or the donor male. These are collected and they are fertilized outside the female's body under special conditions in the lab, and the zygote is formed, and then this zygote it can be transferred inside the female's body. Second method is second art or assisted reproductive technique is ZIFT. In the ZIFT, the zygote formed और the early embryos कौन सी स्टेज तक 8 ब्लास्टोमियर स्टेज तक they can be transferred. If the zygote formed is transferred into the fallopian tube, then this method is called ZIFT, that is zygote intrafallopian transfer, means transfer of zygote in the fallopian tube. Third method includes IUT, that is intrauterine transfer. Embryos with more than 8 blastomere stage, they could be transferred into the uterus. Therefore, it is called intrauterine transfer. If the embryos are transferred in the uterus, then this technique is intrauterine transfer to complete its further development. Next method is in vivo fertilization. The fusion of gamete within the female, it could be used for such a transfer to assist those females who cannot conceive. It means that embryos formed by this method IUT, these embryos they can be transferred in those females who cannot conceive. Yani outside the body of female the fertilization is done, and if when the blastomere reaches more than 8 blastomere stage, that embryo can be transferred in the body of those females who cannot conceive normally. Next is GIFT, that is gamete intrafallopian transfer. Here the gamete, that is the sex cell, ovum or the sperm, it will be transferred inside fallopian tube. It is the transfer of ovum collected from donor into the fallopian tube of another female who cannot produce ovum, but she is capable of providing suitable environment for fertilization and further development. GIFT can be used in those females who are unable to produce ovum, but they can sustain and maintain the pregnancy. So egg can be collected from the donor and it is transferred into the fallopian tube of the donor, and then that can get fertilized and embryo development can take place in the uterus. Next technique is ICSI. ICSI stands for intracytoplasmic sperm injection. It is a special procedure to form an embryo in the lab in which the sperm is directly injected into the ovum that is outside the body. That is, it is also in vivo fertilization जिसमें कि the egg is collected and it is directly injected with the sperm, and then the zygote or the embryo is transferred again into the body of female. Next technique is artificial insemination. This method is used when male partner is unable to inseminate or the sperm count is very less in ejaculation. In this method, semen is collected either from husband or the donor and it is artificially introduced into the vagina or uterus. If it is transferred into the uterus, it is called intrauterine insemination, and then the further development is completed on its own. Now, what are the limitations or drawback of the art? All these techniques, they require extremely high specialized handling by specialized professionals. This also requires expensive instrumentation. Facilities are presently available only at a few centers in the country. Their benefits are affordable to a limited number of people only. Many emotional, religious, and social factors they also they also prevent in the adoption of these methods. In India, we have so many orphanages and destitute centers who would probably not survive till maturity. बहुत सा destitute children हमारे इंडिया में बहुत सारे ऐसे orphan और destitute children हैं छोड़े हुए अकेले who would probably not survive till maturity unless taken care of. So, our government also permits legal adoption, and this can be the one of the best method for couples who are looking for parenthood. Yani, if these techniques are not suitable or one is not economically so strong that they can afford these techniques, so the best method is they can go for legal adoption also.